Hello again, everybody. We're still in Florence here. This photograph is Perseus holding up the head of Medusa, which he's just chopped off. Because, the Renaissance is all about art, about people having their heads chopped off and stuff. So, this is in the Loggia, in Palazzo della Signora, which is opposite the Palazzo Vecchio. Basically, this it's like a covered kind of area, open on all sides, but except the back, covered on the top, and inside is basically just Renaissance works of art, essentially. So this is the one that I decided to take a picture of. I think at the time I was a little bit obsessed with Greek mythology, and that's hence why I decided to go for this one of Perseus. There are a few others there as well. As like I'm pretty sure there's Hercules wrestling someone or some sort of thing like that. But this is the one I went for. Here we have a giant globe. I think. Yes, it is a globe, isn't it? Yeah. This was inside the Palazzo Vecchio. When I went into the Palazzo Vecchio, there was actually, I think, a council meeting going on at the time. The building is still actually used for council meetings of the City Council of Florence. So there was a council meeting going on, so I couldn't get into all of it. I got into some of the museum parts. I don't know why I took this picture. I assume I just thought, wow, that's a big globe, I'm going to take a photograph of it. Because it's not a very good photograph, is it? It's really quite dark in parts, and it doesn't really show what it is. I haven't even managed to get the entire thing in because it's so big. I think this is very similar to that statue that I took in the Pitti Palace. If I've just looked at something and gone, that'll do, I'll have a photograph of that. Here's a view out of one of the windows. I say windows, like an arrow kind of hole in the Palazzo Vecchio, so you can see directly a few blocks over to the Duomo itself. I just thought this might be a nice composition for an image. I think it has turned out quite a nice composition. Unfortunately, it's very dark in the rest of the image and there's nothing else going on. So it's an interesting composition, but that could be anything. If that wasn't, one of the most famous cathedrals in the world, this picture would be literally nothing and pointless. But, it's okay, I guess. Here's a much better picture of the Duomo. I really, really like this image. I think I've done this one really, really well. This is taken from the roof of the Palazzo Vecchio. So directly opposite, looking down, down towards the Duomo itself. I just really, really think this is good. I've managed to center the image itself. I think it actually looks like it's a model. That's my opinion on this. I think it looks so good that it actually looks like it could be a model rather than the actual city itself. Let me know what you think about it. Unfortunately, it was a grey day. As you can see, it's really misty and really cloudy and everything. But I think that really, really does still stick out, rising up above all of the buildings around it. I mean, you can see how tall the damn thing is. These buildings are like 4, 5, 6-story buildings, and it just towers over them. It's astounding that this thing was built in the 15th century. Well, I mean, technically it was built in the 13th and then finished off in the 15th century, but it's incredible. I've been at both the Campanile Tower on the left-hand side and the top of the dome itself. I could recommend both of them. It's absolutely fantastic, the view from there. But this I think was a really, really nice view as well. It's some tourists rubbing the nose of a boar. As you can see from the statue itself, it's got a very shiny nose and the rest of it is not so shiny because everybody rubs the nose for good luck. I think this image says two things about Florence. One, there's tons of tourists. There are tons of tourist trap kind of things like this, where people like to take a selfie of themselves. There was literally people queuing up behind me to take this exact photo this couple was doing, and then I took a photo of them, so I guess I'm exactly just as bad as that. And then the background is market selling leather, just leather bags, handbags, suitcases, leather jackets, belts, all sorts. Tuscany is pretty famous for its leather, so there are literally market stalls like this all over the center of the city. This isn't like a rare occurrence to come across. Just some street performers here. They're just playing some jazz. As you can see, they've all got the same matching little 1950s barbershop quartet kind of hat going on. They were just rocking out in the city. I was walking past and just thought I'd stop and take a photograph of these guys. Look at the size of that guy's sax on the right hand side. That's bloody huge. Yeah, they were pretty good as well, from what I remember. I have no idea what type of music they were playing, because this is years ago now, but I mean, there's a banjo, so it's got to be some sort of awesome hoedown music, isn't it, I guess? Not exactly Italian, that you would imagine culturally, anyway, traditionally. So this is the Cathedral of Santa Maria Novella, I believe. The train station is not too far in the background, which is why I think this one is Santa Maria Novella, because the train station is also called Santa Maria Novella, after the cathedral it's closest to. I just really, really love the architecture of the cathedrals and the churches in Florence. A lot of them have this kind of look to them, this kind of patterning, this kind of colour palette as well. I think it's just really, really nice. As you can see on the left-hand side, there's some ambulances parked up. I believe there is a hospital next to the church that may or may not have been actually part of the church grounds historically. But yeah, again, as you can see, the clouds are really, really dull. I'm pretty sure it started raining later this day. But yeah, I really like the architecture, so I really, really like this image. This is that obelisk thing that's just to the right of the last image, a bit closer up. I've obviously moved up to take a photograph of it. As you can see, you know, we got the cathedral there, same cathedral there on the left hand side. As you can see though, you can see how big this thing is. Look at the people; they're not that far away from me. Yet, you know, this thing is towering over the top of them. It's pretty massive. Again, nice patterning, nice colour palette and everything, but unfortunately, a bit of a grade A, bit dull. Other than being an interesting piece of architecture, I haven't got much else to say about this one. If only this was on a sunny day, this would be fantastic. Another picture of the Ponte Vecchio. The picture I took a couple of videos ago, this was the kind of thing I was looking for. It's a shame that that day was sunny and this day was not, because if combined together, they probably would have made one nice image. As you can see, the water is so flat. It's barely moving, hence you get this kind of glass mirror effect of all the buildings and the famous bridge itself there. I really, really like this one. I just so wish that it was taken on a sunny day and it wasn't so overcast, because that really, really spoils it for me, unfortunately. Let me know what you think. I've just noticed as well the crane on the left-hand side. That's now annoying me as well. Damn it. And we'll finish off this one with another cathedral. I believe this one is Santa Croce. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99% sure that this one is Santa Croce. Again, love the architecture of these kind of things. No matter what you think about religion or that kind of thing, you got to admit that something like this is pretty impressive, no matter what the purpose it was built for. Yeah, I really like this. Again, I'm just so annoyed that it's such a grey, dull day. These are all, I'm pretty sure this is the Hector? No, this is Portrait, actually, from the looks of the exposure settings that I shot this on. If this was Hector, it'd be awful, I would say, but even Portrait 400, it's really, really struggling with the lack of light and the overcast kind of clouds. Yeah, I quite like it. I like the architecture. I like this entire area. I mean, I like the city. You know, let's just say that I really, really love Florence. So obviously, I'm going to like some of these photos more than perhaps you would. Yeah, let me know what you think of this and the other ones in the comments. Hello, look, I haven't got a white background behind me, it's a bookshelf instead. Thanks very much for watching. As always, if you want to like and subscribe to any of these videos, then please do, and obviously let me know what you've made of this video and my others, because that way I know what to keep making and what's crap and that you don't like. Until next time, thank you, bye bye.